Hey everyone, what is up? So today I want to play Sword of Vermilion on the Sega Genesis. I rented this game a long time ago. I don't really remember much from it, but what I do remember is the day that I rented this, because that was such a nice day. Everything was going right for me that day, and even at night when I went to bed, I had my window open because the temperature was just perfect outside, and there's this light breeze, and it was just, the sky was lit up with like orange and pink and purple, and it was just such a great day. But I don't really remember this game too much, so I want to try this out again and see if it's any good. So Sword of Vermilion is a bit of a strange RPG. In town, you'll have a traditional top-down view like you'd expect from most JRPGs. When you exit town, you'll have a first-person maze-like dungeon crawler view. Then when you actually go into battle, it'll be real-time action combat. This never ceases to catch me by surprise. To make things even more weird, I had to fight a dragon in town, and for some reason, that battle was side view action combat. There are also dungeons to explore, but you'll need to purchase candles or a lantern from town so that you can see where you're going. So I explored this first dungeon thoroughly. I opened every single chest, but I couldn't figure out where all my items were. Later, I had the realization that while I was opening the chests, I never selected the take action. Which brings me to another point. The interface is very clunky. The Genesis has 3 action buttons on the controller. One could have been talk, open, and take, maybe another one for searching, and the other to bring up the status menu. Instead, we have to open the menu every time we want to talk to someone, or open a chest, then open the menu again and remember to select the take action. I didn't even bother searching the town for hidden items. It takes too long. And who knows if anything's even hidden? Maybe they just included the seek option to waste your time. The next dungeon I explored was much more successful. I even picked up the map this time, which makes things much easier. So your ultimate goal is to collect the 8 rings of good and defeat evil bad guys so you can banish evil from the land. It's a pretty generic story. Monsters will get progressively more difficult as you go on, but each time you level up you get a pretty significant boost. And I love games that fully heal you when you level up. When you die, you'll return to town and half your money goes to the poor. Other than that, you keep all of your experience and equipment. At church, you can remove cursed items. If you happen to equip a cursed item, you won't be able to cast magic until you have it removed. You can also save your game here, and in town you'll be able to buy new weapons and armor, magic spells, and general equipment. Sometimes it's difficult to know where you need to go to get to the next town. Like, I can tell I'm on the right track because I ran into this guy and he's talking about the next town. But from here there are so many branching paths. It'd be nice if it mapped the areas you've already been to. And I feel like the map to this area is probably in the town I need to find, but it's kind of hard to find the town without the map. So Sword of Vermilion is a bit of a strange role-playing game. I guess I didn't really remember much of it from when I rented it many years ago. It's certainly not a great game, but I can't help but enjoy grinding levels and admiring the 16-bit quality to this game. The music is pretty decent for a Genesis game. I especially love the music from the first town. It sounds so epic. So Sword of Vermilion's not a great game, but it's not terrible either. I had fun playing it. It just doesn't have a very strong story, and there's no real character development, but its core gameplay is kind of fun, and it's certainly unique, especially with all the different weird game modes that it switches between. Alright, well that's it for my review of Sword of Vermilion. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.